Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at the physical features you have that people notice first. So we have 3 piles to choose from. Please be aware that this is a general collective reading, so only take what resonates, leave the rest. So for pile number 1, we have the Red Cat's Eye Heart with the 10 of Swords. For pile number 2, we have Amethyst with the Moon. And for pile 3, we have Rose Quartz with the 4 of Wands. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever pile you are most drawn to, the one that is standing out to you the most, and that will be your pile for today. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number 1s. If you chose this Red Cat's Eye Heart and the 10 of Swords, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at the physical features you have that people notice first. Please be aware that this is a general reading, so only take what resonates, leave the rest. There are a lot of you watching with so many different features, so again, just take what resonates. So let's go ahead and shuffle your cards. We're going to start out with tarot and see what comes up for you. So if you enjoy tarot content and picker cards and you want to stay up to date with what I post daily, please also consider hitting the subscribe button. It helps me more than you know. So let's see what comes up. Spirit guides of pile number 1s. Their most noticeable physical features that people notice first. So we have the 9 of Cups showing up next. We have the 5 of Wands in the reverse. We have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. And lastly, we have the Sun in the reverse. Okay, so what I'm basically seeing here, some of you watching this pile, or a lot of you watching this pile, could have darker hair, like black hair or a very dark brown. And then I'm also seeing some here with very dark brown hair that have like a reddish tint or hue to it. And then some of you could have like very light hair, as we see here. But I mostly see dark hair in this pile. Okay, so I think your hair color is the first thing people notice first. And also the hair, is it texture or how straight or curly it is? That's what people notice first as well. I feel like a lot of you in this pile have more so like a wavy kind of hair. But just take it as it resonates. There's something about the texture or the straightness or curliness of your hair that people notice first. People really like your hair. You know, even if you're just standing somewhere and they don't see your face, they notice your hair and they really like it. Another thing that people notice first in terms of your physical features is your eyebrows. I feel like you have very nicely shaped, beautiful eyebrows. Even if you don't pluck them or do anything to them, they're just naturally gorgeous or handsome in some way. A lot of you have more of a, I wouldn't say thicker brow. It's like a medium thickness, but it's not too thin, not too thick. And it just looks nice. It frames your face well. Another thing that people notice first physically is your skin. There's something about your skin either looking super clear or glowy. You know, like when you're looking towards the side, maybe some of you, the women here, wear highlighter and it looks very good on you, or maybe some of you like to do skincare and, you know, your face just looks very healthy and radiant. And that is one of the first features people notice. Even if you look at your face and you're like, I don't think it's that that great, but it's kind of like people notice your skin and it looks good to them. Even if you notice imperfections yourself, to other people it kind of looks a little bit flawless. I'm almost hearing, you know, when you see filtered people on Instagram, in real life, it's like you're beautiful. You don't need anything to filter you, if that makes sense. That's how people are viewing you. It's like you look kind of flawless to them in some way, even if you perceive flaws of your own. So remember, this is other people's perspective of you and what they notice first. Another thing I see here is your back and your backside. I don't know if some of you have like a bigger peach, if you get what I know, if you get what I mean, or if you just have a nicely shaped peach. If you know, you know. But there's something about the behind area, the back area. Like if you ever wear clothes that show off your back, that is something people notice first. Also your hands. Even if you don't do your nails per se, or do anything per se, there's something about your hands that people notice first. Because your hands look very soft and delicate in some way. And if you do your nails, like if you do paint your nails on your own, for the women here, or even men, some men paint their nails, or if you go to the salon, people definitely notice your nails first and they really like it. They often want to compliment you on that. I'm also seeing clairvoyantly some of you like to get eyelash extensions. It's not going to resonate with everybody, but some of you do. And if you don't, there's something about you having naturally nice eyelashes. And there's also something about your eyes that are quite beautiful. I feel like some of you have very round eyes that people notice first, and like rounded features on your face, like rounder lips in a good way, like more pouty. Or you could have more of that almond eye type of look where it's not so big, it's not so round, but that's something people notice first. They really like your eyes. Yeah, there's just something about your body looking good that people notice first, like I said before. And also, I feel like a lot of people do crush on you from afar, or do feel attracted to you from afar. Like, when you're walking out in public, I do feel like people find you quite sexy but cute at the same time. And I am seeing a lot of people in this pile. A lot of people in this pile have that type of way of dressing where it's very aesthetically pleasing to the eye. Like, I'm seeing somebody here wear a lot of neutral colors and not wear too bright colors, but it's sort of like the clothes you wear, even if it's just basic pieces that you put together, right? It's sort of like aesthetically pleasing in some way. I don't know how to explain that, but that's what I see. Even if you don't put that much effort into your style, there's something about people thinking it looks very chic and put together, and it looks good on you, you know? I'm also seeing athletic bodies in this pile, or some of you look like you either swim a lot or you go to the gym a lot. I don't think that's for everybody here, but some here have more athletic type of builds. With the Nine of Cups here, a lot of people notice these first features I've mentioned and wish they could have it for themselves. So the Nine of Cups is about wishes. That's why I'm saying that. But also a lot of people wish they could have some kind of connection to you. And sometimes your features may bring out a sense of insecurity in insecure people. That's just what I'm going to say right off the bat of what I'm noticing here. And you kind of give off this vibe of somebody that's kind, but doesn't take no BS from anybody. And I also feel like your style, some of you like to switch up your style. Like one day you'll wear this and then the next day you'll wear something quite opposite. So people may notice that for some of you. And what I'm also getting here is maybe for some of you, like sad or tired eyes. So that is what I see with the tarot so far. Let's go ahead and get your oracle cards now. I'm also seeing somebody here, like, for example, go to the gym and wear those shorts. I think they're kind of like tights that are shorts. I don't know what they're called, but I'm sure someone will know what I mean here. Like let's say you go to the gym and you're wearing a specific outfit and it looks very good and it shows off your body. I see that for somebody here clairvoyantly. And there's also something about this pile, like the way people look at you, they think that you're very photogenic, or they, want to see your Instagram because they look at your style and they look at the way you look, and it's like they can see you being very photogenic in some way. So let's see. Spirit guides of pile 1, the physical features they have that people notice first. So we have the perfume queen. There's something about you smelling really good. Whenever you walk past someone in public, they just smell you and they're like, firstly, they see that you're so attractive and then they smell you and then they're like, extra points of attractiveness. I'm kind of seeing that in my mind. Like, it makes you even more attractive. The fact that you look good, but you also smell good. Even if you don't wear perfume or cologne necessarily per se, you could just smell clean. You could just smell good. Okay. And if you do wear perfumes or colognes, it smells very good on you. And even when you hug people or you go near people, it's pleasant to be around you. That's what they notice first. And they notice that signature scent you have. Some of you like to change up and switch up your perfumes, but some of you have one specific signature scent that people may associate to you. And, even after you've left, have you ever experienced this thing where you just smell somebody that's not there? Like, let's say you met them yesterday and you go home and the next day you're just like smelling them in the air. And it's like that smell is associated to the thought of them because you haven't smelled anybody with that scent. So it's kind of like you stay in people's minds because of the way you smell. And a lot of people, especially of the same gender, wonder, what perfume or cologne you wear or what you do, like what body lotions you wear, things like that. So we also have the boho babe in the reverse. We have the mother. A lot of you could be mothers or fathers, and people could notice you, walking around with your kids, and they could notice that, you look quite good. But then your kids also look quite cute. So they notice that, the visionary. Okay. So yeah, I feel like this pile is showing up as a visionary here with the visionary. Your style could be seen as creative in some way, like you kind of think outside of the box. You don't look like just any other person. So the first thing people notice is either you have a very unique style or a very unique look, or the way you do your makeup, the way you do your hair. There's a sense of uniqueness here and creativity. But it's also not over the top. Um, I don't know how to explain it. It can come across as quite croaky in a good way, but it's not over the top in some way. It doesn't look like a costume. It looks like you. That's what I'm basically trying to say. With the boho babe in the reverse, some of you could, dress in more spiritual ways. But why is it reverse, spirit? Okay, so some of you could dress in that boho, more spiritual baddie type of way. But then for others of you, maybe you don't dress like that. But then you don't really look like a spiritual person based off your looks. Because people perceive you as quite sexy and good looking. And they wouldn't assume that you're a spiritual person, but then when they get to know you, they see that you're really spiritual. So a lot of the times, when you're very attractive, people sometimes make an assumption that someone can be vapid or vain or just like, superficial in some way and people just project that. But, that's not necessarily true here. So what I'm also getting here is people notice how good you look and they'd assume you're a certain way, but then you're the opposite way of what they assume. So any negative assumptions they have about you are not true. And then they notice that when they interact with you. And that's what I'm seeing here. Another thing I see is your voice, the way you type messages. I know that's not a physical feature, but something about your mind, your intelligence is coming through as well. And also, like, you just look like a very kind, nurturing person. So those are the physical features that people notice first. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number twos. If you chose this amethyst crystal in the moon card, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at the physical features you have that people notice first. Please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. Also note we all look different. We all have different features. So yeah, just take what resonates. So we're going to start out with your tarot cards, and then after that, we'll look at your oracle cards. So if you enjoy tarot content and pick a cards, and if you want to stay up to date with what I post daily, please be sure to hit the subscribe button. So we have Temperance in the reverse. We have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Queen of Wands. And we have the Ace of Cups. Okay, so the one thing I'm getting, I know this is not a physical feature, but I'm getting for some of you, like, people notice your body language first. Like your kind of demeanor and how you carry yourself first. The way you walk. The way you carry yourself. The way you talk. Like, that kind of energy, that's what people notice first. Another thing I'm seeing with that, some of you could have this demeanor that comes across as a little bit shy or introverted, and others of you could have like this kind of body language of carrying yourself with confidence. And for others of you, I'm seeing like a very classy energy. And for others of you, I'm seeing like you look like you walk fast. You have places to be. So let's say you're walking in a mall. You're walking fast. You look like you have places to be, like people to see, like a busy schedule. That's just kind of the impression they're getting of you. Okay? Like you don't have time to waste. You have things to do. You have a very, very busy life. That's what people see. So, in terms of the actual physical features I see, so people notice your eyes first. Some of you have hazel eyes or like a grayish hue to your eyes. I'm also seeing blue and brown. Okay. So people notice your eyes first. They think they're very beautiful or handsome. Another thing I'm seeing here is this pile has a natural beauty. So people notice that, let's say you're out in public and you're not wearing any makeup, especially for the women here. It's like people notice that, but they think you look naturally beautiful, that you don't really need it. But if you do get glammed up, I'm sure, you also look very good with makeup. But I feel a lot of you in this pile, more so like a soft, natural glam type of look, or more of like a minimal makeup type of look, no makeup type of look, where it looks very natural on your skin. It like blends in with your skin. It doesn't look cakey. Okay, so that's something people notice first. And for the men here, if you obviously probably don't wear makeup, maybe some men do, but it's kind of like even you look good just naturally. Like, it looks like you don't really have to do much to change your appearance because you just look good. Another thing people notice is your smile first. I'm seeing like a big smile, a cute smile, your laughter. People admire that, like when you're smiling and just enjoying yourself, people notice that and it looks so gorgeous on you or looks so handsome on you. It's like, when you see those TikTok edits and somebody is smiling or laughing and somebody's taking a video of them and they don't realize and they look so cute. I'm seeing something like that clairvoyantly. So it's almost like when you smile or laugh, it makes people's hearts flutter. It makes people almost like want to fall in love with you. Um, there's something about that. I do feel like a lot of people put you on a pedestal when they first meet you, and they often like see you as somebody that can do no wrong. They often, like I said, put you on a pedestal where they see all your greatness and they kind of just like, I don't know what word to use. What's the right word, spirit? I'm hearing they kind of fawn over you. Whether you see that or not, I don't feel like people show it to you per se, but like I'm hearing after people meet you, people will speak very highly of you. Like, oh my gosh, pile number 2 is so nice. Like, I really like them. I want to be friends with them. I'm seeing an energy like that where people often get good impressions of you and they speak very highly of you, when they first meet you. People also notice, let's say you post pictures on social media, people notice that you look very good and photogenic. If you ever tie your hair up for the women here and leave like strands out here, people do notice that and they think it looks very good on you. People also notice your arms first, and I'm seeing some here with freckles where people notice your freckles and they find them quite cute. And for others of you, I'm seeing like moles, but people find it cute, right? And I'm also seeing like with a smile I said earlier, like your teeth, where I'm seeing someone here has braces and it's like it looks cute on you. So I'm seeing that. Yeah, people mostly find your physical appearance quite cute, but you also look very confident in yourself, whether you are or not. That's just like what people get from you, from your demeanor and the way you carry yourself. People also notice your body first. So I'm seeing some body types here that are more slim. I'm seeing some that are more voluptuous. And then I'm also seeing like mid-size and curvy. So take what resonates with you. And then I'm seeing Sydney Sweeney's body type. If you've ever seen her in Euphoria, she has a bigger chest but a slimmer body. So I'm also seeing that body type. But regardless of if I've mentioned your body type or not, remember this is a general reading. There's just something about people noticing your body and finding it quite attractive. You also look like a very loving person. Like I said, with those people that look like you're busy, like you have places to be, people kind of get the vibe from your look that you could be a little bit impatient, that you like things done fast. You don't, like, let's say somebody's walking slow in front of you, you don't want to be behind slow walkers. I'm seeing an energy like that. And I'm also seeing it's like, it's not just your physical appearance that looks good, it's your energy too. So the moon here can tell me your energy is seen by people, your vibe is seen by people, and people really admire your vibe, not just your physical appearance. And it's almost like your inner beauty shines through to your outer beauty and makes your outer beauty even more beautiful or handsome. Even Psyche here is the goddess of the soul. So it's like you have a pretty or handsome soul energy. You know what I mean? So that's definitely something I see here. You also look like a very spiritual, open-minded, deep person, like somebody, I can have deep conversations with if I were to meet you in public. I kind of get that vibe from you in the way that people see you. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take a look at your oracle cards. Also, if you ever wear lip gloss, people notice it on you and it makes your lips kind of pop. And I see most people in this pile wear like a softer lipstick. Like I don't see very bold colors, but like more nude, softer, rosy pinks, things like that. It looks good on you. Yeah. Also, Spirit is showing me Queen energy because Queen King energy because Spirit is showing me a crown clairvoyantly. So people see you to have like this regal type of energy, right? And I'm also seeing shoes. Like people really like the shoes you wear and your style. So we have the spotlight. It's kind of like, even though I feel like you're not necessarily somebody that wants to necessarily be seen when you're out in public. Like, to me, you don't give off this vibe of like, I'm seeking attention from others. But let's just say you post something on social media, for example. It's like people notice that and then they want to hype you up, almost put you in the spotlight. Let's say you're walking around in public, people notice you more than other people, like you stand out in some way where you're almost like in the spotlight. And here she's smiling, so there's something definitely about your smile. She also has a tattoo here, a small dainty one. So some of you could have small dainty tattoos or just tattoos in general that people notice first. Ooh, this card like wanted to fly away. The siren. So people notice your sexiness too. I know I said cuteness, but there's something sexy about your body, and like maybe your face is more cute, but your body is more sexy. You have this alluring, seductive energy. And even here she has like this body suit. I don't know if that's the right word, over her whole body, and there's like shininess on it. So it's like people notice your body first. That's what I'm seeing here. We also have the cusp. And we have the movie star. So yeah, it's like people see you as a star. People really praise you from afar. Like I said earlier, they put you on a pedestal, right? And also, when you're dressed super casual, you still look very good and cute. But when you're dressed up, like when you really dress to impress, it's like, wow, glamorous, chef's kiss, I'm hearing. So that is definitely something I see. Like maybe people notice the way you dress, your style, and your style over time, not just like the first day they meet you. It's kind of like I'm seeing some people wonder, oh, I wonder what pile two's gonna wear to this party or this event or wherever we're going here. So I see that. People could look at you as a little bit of a fashionista. But people also could notice that, like, you just have this wonderful smile. Like, I keep seeing the smile that stands out. Also, there's something about your voice that is quite captivating and alluring, and people see you as very mesmerizing. Also, people could notice the chest area along with the body and your legs. So I think this is all I have for you, pile number 2. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number 3s. If you chose this rose quartz crystal in the Four of Wands, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at the physical features you have that people notice first. Please be aware that this is a general reading, so only take what resonates, leave the rest. We all have different features, we all look different, so keep that in mind while watching this pile. Take what resonates, leave the rest. So we're going to start out with your tarot cards, and then after that, we'll look at your oracle cards. So first thing, as I'm getting into this pile, I know this is not a physical feature, but I'm tasting medicine. So I don't know if some of you are doctors or nurses, or if you're healers, like if you just have healing energy, even if you're not a healer per se. Maybe people like feel your energy and it feels good and soothing to them, like medicine. medicine to the soul, and the High Priestess is at the back of the deck. So that's quite interesting. So Spirit Guides of Pile number 3, Spirit Guides of Pile number 3s. What do people notice about their physical features first? We have the Two of Cups. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Four of Cups in the reverse. We have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Seven of Swords. And the Five of Cups wanted to come out with it. So, okay, what I'm getting here, I feel like with the Four of Wands, this card to me always represents events, parties, like clubs when you go out in public, like to places where there's a lot of people. I feel like this is where people notice the most features you have. So I don't know if you're somebody that goes out a lot, that loves to just go out. I'm even seeing someone here that travels a lot or just is more of an extroverted personality type. Like people maybe notice your energy first. Like I said, with the healing energy, I feel like that's what people notice first about you, and your energy feels quite warm and vibrant and inviting to others. And you kind of give all this energy like that you're very outgoing and social, like a social butterfly. Whether that's true or not, like it's kind of what people get from your vibe or demeanor. That's what people notice first. I know it's not a physical feature, but it's coming up. Another thing I see here is for the woman, your waist, because I'm very drawn to her waist here. It looks very snatched. So I don't know if some of you have like that hourglass type of body type or pear body type. I'm seeing that. So people could notice your body first, your waist, and it looks very good on you. People often admire your body. And I'm also hearing the word lust. So people often lust after you due to the way you look, right? People notice your lips first as well. You have very nice lips that people kind of find sexy, I'm seeing. And also you have a very cute nose. I'm seeing that too. If you ever contour your face, for the women here, your face looks very snatched. I'm even seeing someone here that wears eyeliner, like very sharp eyeliner, and looks snatched, like in some way. I don't know why I'm getting that word, but I am. And then I'm also seeing freckles, curly hair. So maybe a lot of you in this pile have very curly hair, either naturally or you curl your own hair. I feel like a lot of the women in this pile have very long hair. And if you're a man, you kind of, I see mostly short hair for the men here, but for some of you, you could also have long hair, but there's something about your hair people notice. And for the men, it's kind of like certain strands almost like go towards your eyes and it looks sexy. With the Two of Cups here, you have a romantic sort of essence to the way that you look. So I don't know if you've ever heard of Kitchener's sort of essences. I think it's like beauty types of beauty. You have that romantic essence, which can show up as a little bit more romantic looking, sensual. I'm gonna try give some examples to this energy. Let me just Google that quickly. So, Sofia Vergara is a very good example of that romantic essence. I also know Marilyn Monroe has a little bit of that romantic essence with Gamine, if I'm not mistaken. Also, it says here online Scarlett Johansson. I guess you can research more into that if you're interested, but that's what I'm seeing here. Like more the romantic body types usually come across as like more curvaceous. So I'm seeing that in like a sensual energy, a seductive energy. So people see you as very seductive in the way that you look, and that's what they notice first. I also feel like this pile some of you like to change and switch things up. The Six of Swords is a card of change and transformation. So maybe some of you, like, people notice that you've had a glow up recently, especially if you've gone through some things and you've healed yourself. And it's almost like you're coming back with a bounce, with like some sass, with this glow up, you know? So I'm seeing that. Or it's kind of like maybe you like to switch up your style every so often. Or maybe some of you like to change your hair colors a lot, or wear like different colored wigs, or there's just something about changing your appearance either often or recently. So, even if you've cut your hair recently, people maybe have noticed that first, like when they've seen you, or I don't know what it is, but there's something about a change to the way that you look that people are currently noticing. I do feel like this pile attracts a lot of people to you. Like, a lot of people find you attractive, want to come up to you and speak to you when you're out in public. A lot of people just want to flirt with you. A lot of people fantasize about you. It's like, I just see a lot of people are attracted to you. But also with this pile, since you are so attractive, you may also attract a lot of jealousy. So I feel like this is my pile of people where maybe people notice you're so attractive and they kind of have this assumption of, oh, that person must be careful of fake friends because they're so attractive. Like, they must be careful of jealous friends and things like that. And you seem like more of this free, go with the flow, outgoing type of person just based off the way you look. So I'm clairvoyantly seeing nail polish nails. People could notice your nails first as well. I'm also seeing your home. I know that's not a physical feature you have, but there's something about your home looking beautiful, or your apartment, or wherever you live. And I'm also seeing if you've ever been at the beach or at a pool, like you look very good in a bikini or in a swimsuit or swimwear. In general, you look very good. There's also something about people noticing that you look intelligent in some way. I don't know what that means, but you look intelligent or you seem intelligent by the way you speak. There's also something about your voice that people notice first. Also, Spirit is showing me height. People could notice your height first. I'm seeing a lot of taller people in this pile. But regardless of your height, there could also be some shorter people in this pile. It's like people notice your height first as well. And I'm also seeing like certain things that are not you, but people notice. So let's say you're out in public and you have your phone out and you have a nice cover, or, something like that. People notice that. Or like, let's say you have nice nails and you're typing on your phone for the women here and people notice that. And I'm even seeing like outside things that are not you, but come with you, like maybe your car, the mode of transport you use. Like, let's say you're walking. Let's say you don't have a car and you're walking. Maybe people notice you walking. Or let's say you get on a bus or on a train. Like, people notice you and your look when you get on the train or the bus. I'm just picking up on transportation in general, you know. Also, I am clairvoyantly seeing a perfume bottle, so there's something about people noticing your scent and the way you smell, like you always smell good. Spirit is also showing me flowers, so maybe some of you have more of a floral scent within your perfumes. Um, and if you're a man watching, like, of course, you don't necessarily have to resonate with that, but there's just something about you smelling good as well that people notice first. Okay, let's go ahead and look at your oracle cards now. People also get the impression of you, like where I said glow up, that you've grown up, that you've cut people out of your life that were toxic for you. Like maybe you've had pain of your own that you've experienced but transformed from it. People just get that impression of you. So we have the record breaker. We have the bubblegum Brit. So with this, she's wearing uniform here. So If some of you wear uniform for what you do for work, people could notice that. Or, you know, if you're at work, people could notice the way you look. Maybe some of these things come up at work. I don't know. We have the halftime superstar in the reverse and the flight attendant in the reverse. So I don't know, maybe some of you, like, people notice the uniform you wear for work. Like, for example, let's say somebody here works in the police force, people notice that. Or maybe one person here is a flight attendant and people notice that. Or I don't know what it is, but something about uniform, career-wise. If some of you like to wear like more longer boots like this, people could notice it. Your shoes, even like nice sneakers, nice high heels, and seeing that. Also, the cleavage area, like, I don't know, some of you like to show cleavage, but people notice that. Your voice, because she's holding a microphone here. And with the record breaker, it seems like you're that type of person that's the first to do something. Maybe it's based off your physical appearance, like an assumption people make. But you seem like that type of person that's going to do something first or going to do something the best, you know? Some of you wear glasses and people notice that with sunglasses. And it's like, here she's having champagne in her hand, and I mentioned events, bars, parties. So let's say, you're out at a bar or a party or an event and you're holding a glass of something, like some kind of alcoholic drink, and people notice that. I don't know. You just look very good to people. Also, here it looks like she's kind of posing, so let's say you're out in public and people are taking photos of you and you're posing, like people like the way you pose. And also, if you ever do your hair in like cute hairstyles, like some here in this pile like to change your hairstyles a lot and not just wear the same hairstyle every single day, and people definitely notice that. And it's almost like they look at your hairstyles and wonder how you did it so that they can replicate it themselves. I do feel like this pile has a lot of people that either take inspiration from the way that you dress or the way that you look and try to replicate it, or just copy it in general. So I do see that. You're a little bit of a trendsetter. I really hope this reading resonated with you. This is all I have for you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.